This show explores graphic and disturbing stories and includes strong language. It may not be suitable for young audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Coffin Chronicles,
where we unearth stories about true crime, mysteries, and paranormal events that happen right here in the Philippines.
all while doing our makeup. This is inspired by all the beauty gurus out there that combine the two things that we love the most, crime and concealer. So, I'm Sha.
And I'm Nick. Let's go to the story. So today's story is more paranormal. It's set in the 1940s to 1950s, mainly focused around Clarita Villanueva. And just like from the get-go, parang sobrang crazy, strange, and tragic na nung buhay niya.
Always fun.
Like all the stories start, right? At that age, or maybe even younger, she didn't know her father. Hindi niya alam kung namatay ba siya or iniwan lang yung family niya and stuff. And then her mom was a fortune teller naman.
Hindi niya nahulaan kung sino yun.
Yeah.
Hindi niya pinahulaan sa mama niya.
Basically, Clarita, she saw her mom as she grew up holding all of these seances and like communicating with the dead. Alam mo yun, yung mga kung anong sort of like focus on the whole magic and like realm thing. Her mom claimed na she has this ability to see the future. So, of course, ginawa niya business. She took money from all of those people that want to contact their dead family members, want to know like what's gonna happen, yung mga ganon. But like really, she was just laughing behind people's backs. So she was just making everything
so
up.
kasi hindi totoo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
And then when Clarita was 12, that's when her mom died. And then since she didn't have any like immediate family to take care of her, so like she resorted to prostitution.
12 years old?
So, when Clarita turned 18, she moved to Manila. And then, like, when they moved there, doon niya nalaman na hindi pala single yung boyfriend niya, meaning may asawa na siya. So, she's like, I gotta leave, bye. Yeah, so she broke it off with her boyfriend.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Also, like, she continued her profession as an exotic dancer. And then, like, one morning, this is after she watched a movie, so she's on her way home. She was picked up by the police who suspected, like, she was, like, homeless or just up to no good. So, dinampot lang siya. And then, she was taken to Bilibid Prison. Sorry.
Sobrang nadala ka ng emotion mo. She was taken to the Bilibid Prison.
Bilibid Prison.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, out of nowhere, she just wants to watch this movie and then I don't know how to speak English. I don't know how to speak Tagalog.
Do you even know other dialects?
Nope. It's like bilingual. Literally, like, bye.
Bye.
But anyway, so she was taken to a prison called Bilibid. And like if you're familiar with that place, it's been around for over 300 years now. So it was built when the Spanish was still around, and it was used by Americans and also Filipinos, and then later on by the Japanese as well, just like as a prison and this place of torture and torment and everything. I'm not doing anything with my face. Wait. I'm interested in the story. Okay. So, like, 2 days after Clarita was in prison, strange things and phenomena like just started happening in Bilibid.
Sorry, wait. Anong taon nga to? Anong year to nangyari?
In the 1940s, 50s, ganon.
Kasi I was thinking, like, how in the hell did they get her to the prison without any warrants of arrest, without going through the justice system? Nanood lang siya ng movie.
Like, como late lang yung uwi, no? Arrested na agad.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's weird na 2 a.m. natapos yung movie.
Present day though, like there are movies that start at 11:30, like yung last full show.
Sabagay.
It could have been like that. And if you're with friends, diba parang, oh yeah, like after the movie and stuff.
Right.
So, yun yeah. 2 days into her imprisonment, this crazy stuff started happening to her, or so she claimed. What she was telling people was that she saw these strange creatures who would bite different parts of her body. Now, it doesn't say in what type of cell she was, like if she had cellmate, if they were the one like doing this to her or something, like torturing her, and like what other type of torture she had to go through in the prison that might have caused her to see these things and stuff. Anyway, she claimed that there were like two of these weird creatures, like a huge monster spirit and a smaller one. So I'll go into a bit more detail about like how she describes them. So like she and some other people that kind of know the story refer to those entities and stuff as invisible vampires, and then these things would like bite her everywhere they could, on her neck, her arms, her legs, ganon, everywhere and anywhere really. And then yung description nila ng bite, alam mo yung internal bleeding where like the blood flowed underneath her skin, ganon. It didn't seem like it broke skin, na tipong like tumutulo na yung dugo.
Right.
And there were like bruises and stuff. One day when it happened, like she was just, si Clarita, she just freaked out. Yung as in, nagwawala siya dun sa loob ng cell niya. Eventually, like she fainted. And then the guards like heard this, and then they called medics kasi nga nakita nila na nahimatay na si Clarita and stuff. They just came running, trying to help. So eventually, like kinuha na siya ng mga medics, dinala siya sa hospital. They observed her for a while. Even then, like while she was under observation, like these strange things still continued to happen. So
even when she was in the hospital.
Yeah. So there was this one medical examiner, Dr. Mariano Lara. So because nga hindi na nila ma-figure out kung ano ba nangyayari sa kanya, kay Clarita, pumapila na siya sa media and sa ibang mga doctors, like university professors, just basically anyone who was willing to volunteer and help figure out what was happening to her, like medically. After like 3 weeks of this ongoing thing, like on a daily, like she's getting bit, she's screaming her lungs off and everything. Finally, this reporter came to the prison and then taped a session, and then he published this story on a local radio station. More and more people heard the news, and then more and more reporters like came out to investigate kung ano nga ba nangyari kay Clarita, kung totoo nga ba itong pinagsasabi ng isang reporter and everything. So everyone went to Clarita and tried to find out kung paano ba nila mapublicize yung story niya. And then like her story allegedly made the front page or newspapers in Switzerland, France, Germany, England, Canada, even the US, just basically everyone wanted to like hear and cover this story.
Yeah, because it's claiming like vampires are real, and alam mo naman yung fascination ng mga tao sa vampires.
Yeah, and I think it's not just vampires, but the whole like paranormal thing. Like doctors couldn't figure out what was happening. She was going crazy, and then bigla na lang may lumalabas na mga bite marks.
Right.
That goes to like the next point, which kinover din ng mga isang doctor, saying na baka naman she's just putting up this act para lang magka-publicity. And alam mo yun,
Right.
it's so fame, makikita siya kung saan-saan.
Which is, a valid point din naman somehow.
Yeah.
Because you'll never really know. But at the same time, a lot of doctors are saying that they see the bite marks, right? And they already observed her.
Precisely. So, yung pagkakamali nitong doktor na to, hindi pala pagkakamali, pero basta, like, the thing na ginawa nitong doctor na to is he accused her of faking it, like, right in her face. And then, one Clarita is just look right at him and said, "You will die." And then, at that moment daw, parang, of course, parang wala lang yun sa doctor. Parang, okay, fine, I will die. Like, tignan natin ko naman
Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah. Like, he's already a skeptic. So, kahit ano sabihin ng babae, paniwalaan. But,
oh shit.
But, like, the following fucking day, without any explanation, without any history of having, like, a sickness, he just died. I don't know if you can see it, but he just died.
Can we just share to everyone what time is it now?
It's 12.
How fun that we're... How fun that we're doing this.
It's so timely.
At this hour, nakakatuwa talaga tayo.
Such a smart idea. Like, why are we doing this? She was like, bitch, you testing me?
Oh, you think that is just all fun and games, huh?
Exactly. So he fucking died, and then everyone found out what happened, and like that news
Mas
spread.
lalong nabaliw.
Oh, of course.
Mas lalong nabaliw yung mga tao na parang, shit, this is fucking real. Vampires are fucking real. And she's fucking cursed.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Yung sinasabi nga
and
nila
now
na
she can
fucking kill
and now she
you.
can just like,
Yeah,
diba?
you're getting in my way. You think I'm fucking taking this? Well, now,
Mhm.
everyone started to believe her, and then now they're even believing na parang witch siya or like magkukulam siya or something na tipong sasabihin lang niya ay mangyayari.
Kaya alam mo, kahit kapag, syempre di ba minsan isipin mo rin, totoo nga ba itong mga ganito? Parang etchos lang.
Mm-mm.
Pero kahit parang medyo hindi ako 100% believer, I just tend to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, because like,
Alam mo yun?
may
Kasi
mga
parang,
instances na ano eh, na you'll never know until it happens. I don't want it to happen
right,
to me. I'm like, I'm
right.
fine. Right here.
Ito yung mga times na ayaw mong i-push or ayaw mong ipaglaban masyado yung paniniwala mo. You know, if you believe that, then like, good for you. If not, then okay.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna
Diba?
force anything on anyone.
Especially like dealing with something that you cannot fucking see.
Exactly. You can't, I mean, how can you prove something like this, diba? Unless it happens to you and you see it for yourself. And no way in hell am I gonna let that happen.
No way in hell that I wanna see it or experience it firsthand. So, you know what? You're right. I believe you.
I mean, like, it's fun talking about it, but like, I don't wanna, I mean, you know, your ghost can stay on that, and then I'm fine right here. So continuing on to the story. Oh yeah, so this next incident with the chief jailer. So he and Clarita had this confrontation, and then he kicked her for.
Diyos ko, ito na naman yung mga confrontation, hindi sila natuto. Oh my God,
I
my
know, right?
God.
Ito na nga, binalita na nga sa inyo, sinabihan lang niya, you will die, namatay na. Hindi ko pa rin, I don't know, like
Yun nga,
that.
sinabi lang niya na, hindi naman totoo yung ginagawa mo. Tapos siya pa na physical niya.
So, nararamdaman mo na kung ano yung mangyayari. So, na-mystical siya. Just because like Clarita did something wrong, don't even know what she did. Like she did with the doctor, tinignan niya lang sa mata, and then sabihan niya, you will die. And then like in 4 days, this man was
Game
dead.
over. Pero
And he
ito,
was
medyo mas
matagal.
tumagal.
Oo, mas matagal
Right.
ng slide. Pero din naman, like parang they said that he was jailed and buried within 4 days.
Siguro, alam mo, feeling ko ito yung part na parang nanggagago si Clarita or like whatever it is that's with her.
Mhm.
Na parang, alam mo yun, ine-expect na mamamatay na siya kaagad. Pinapakaba niya na parang, shit, ito na ba yung araw na mamamatay ako? Ay, fuck, hindi. Alam mo yun, parang false hope. Yung binigay niya dun sa chief na parang, hindi mo na ako namatay, so hindi gumana yung whatever power that you have. And then on the 4th day, bam.
It could have
Yung parang
been like that.
pinarelax lang siya.
So, that became the second death that allegedly she caused. So, going back again, the main medical examiners, Dr. Lara and his medical staff, of course, became like deeply concerned about everything that was happening. So, in their eyes, it's like they have this prisoner that is not crazy, and they believe by this time that she was being attacked by these unseen entities. Like this is beyond the medical field na, and it's paranormal and stuff. Aside from all of that, they were also very concerned kasi nga, this thing was still biting her, was still causing her harm. Tapos, of course, they got worried na baka mapagod na sa kanya, and then they'll want to like move on to other people, diba? And not just bite them, but like kill them the way that they killed these two other people that crossed it. They had felt like the sense of responsibility na sila yung medical examiners doon. I mean, there's no one other than like parang sila as like the first line of defense or first line of help kay Clarita. But they didn't really know what to do about it. They tried everything medical, but it wasn't working. So diba, they were struggling to find out what was happening doon kay Clarita. And then like some of the doctors, like they thought that she was just insane, mentally unstable, and had this like disorder known as hysterical fugue. Hysterical fugue, like fugue state or psychogenic fugue, is a dissociative disorder, rare psychiatric disorder characterized by reversible amnesia for personal identity, including the memories, personality, other identifying characteristics of the individuality. Yeah, but like it's also associated with memory loss. But then there wasn't any mention.
She
that, like,
does
forgot.
remember.
Yun nga eh, parang wala namang mention that she forgot who she was or whatever. So that was just like one theory they were exploring, that maybe she had some sort of maybe tier or level nitong type of mental disorder. But still, like, a lot of them were still convinced na it wasn't medical and it was something that defied
Beyond it.
Yeah, that defined scientific explanation. More on these entities that Clarita was seeing. So one was a monster in size. It was like very large, very black and very hairy daw. Tapos may fangs that like came on like either side of the mouth, similar to a vampire. Ganun. And then it had like a set of buck teeth like all the way around. But it kind of doesn't matter anymore kasi it contradicts yung mga nakikita daw ng doctor like on her body. The doctor said meron ng teeth marks like all over, although it was solid all the way around the bite, meaning
diretso, hindi walang pangil.
Oo, like parang walang trace na may pangil. The smaller entity daw, na yung isa pa nakikita daw niya, is like a dwarf daw. It's gonna like climb all over her body and then it's gonna like bite kung saan, like sa neck, upper torso, ganon. They like to bite yung mga areas na maraming flesh. So like the back of her legs, her upper arms, the bites would be so painful and so deep na parang it would leave like na they could see the bruises like forming on the places kung saan siya kinagat. Dr. Lara and all of these like professionals that he invited from different universities like UST, FEU,
Right.
they claimed that they saw the bite marks appear like out of nowhere on her body.
Shit, that makes it like legit.
Yeah, like people are fucking actually seeing this happen. And then upon like closer observation ng mga bite, the doctor said, like Dr. Lara, sabi daw niya, na yung mga bite mark, it didn't look human. Kasi it was way too big and round. Kasi diba yung bite mark ng human, almost like half circle, U-shape. Pero sa kanya as in super rounded and like larger than a human, like the normal human set of teeth. And then it seemed to be made by like molars. So yun nga, no sharp lines, but
Right. Yung mga nandito sa likod.
Oo, kasi pag yung human teeth, diba, parang pagka yung bite mark, makikita mo na parang they're thinner yung lines. And sa kanya daw, like, all the way through, it was thick and round. So now, like, it erases that thought na, ay, baka she's just self-harming, na pinakagat niya yung sarili niya. Pero, like, if that was the case, magiging human set of teeth pa rin, nakikita pa rin nila.
Yeah, and even if self-harm, like, how the fuck are you going to bite the back of your thigh? How the fuck would you be able to bite anything na behind
Maybe
you?
she's flexible.
Even if you're like super flexible, makikita mo na baliktad yung bite mark eh.
So finally, like, they decided to send word out globally na tipong like, please, someone help us. Maybe we need to even resort to exorcism just to like get rid of it. Finally, like after a while, this reverend, his name was Reverend Lester Sumrall, and he heeded the cry for help from Dr. Lara and his staff. He said that because, of course, like he was a foreigner, he had to go to the mayor's office and then ask permission to see Clarita because, of course, she's still in the prison. So he needed like some legal approval that he can to go there. Upon like meeting with the mayor and like other staff before getting that access, he was warned that like there were multiple people that tried to go there and help her, but Clarita always injured them in some way. And yun na nga, sinabihan nga siya na there were these two people that she cursed and are now dead. Okay, we did a lot off camera. So going back to the story, they came to an agreement na, because like he's a foreigner and stuff, like they came up with an agreement that if anything happened to him while on this exorcism case, hindi niya hahabulin yung Philippine government. like if he got hurt or if anything like happened to him.
Kasi naman din, the outcome is gonna be super unpredictable.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So when he finally arrived in the prison, like to perform this exorcism, they requested na ilipat si Clarita sa ibang room. Si Reverend, he was just waiting for all of this to happen. Kasi of course, like nasa loob pa rin siya ng jail cell and everything. So they had to do the indoor transfers while he was like waiting in sa waiting area. And then just random members of the press were there, university professors, really like it became like such a big deal na, oh, ito na, like they're gonna try to exercise like whatever is in her. All of these people were invited by Dr. Lara, of course, other witnesses to this happening. So as Clarita was being led into that room kung saan nila gagawin yung exorcism, so okay naman siya, like parang wala naman siyang like special reaction. Pero nung finally nakita niya tong reverend na nandun, tinignan daw niya sa mata, and then like she started screaming violently at him like, I hate you, I hate you. It's like naramdaman na niya. So at that time daw, si Reverend Lester, may kasama pa daw siyang dalawang other Protestant ministers. Of course, ito na yung part where they performed the whole rite of exorcism. And then, according to Reverend Lester and also like some other witnesses, like at the beginning daw ng confrontation, talagang pumapalag pa siya, and then ayaw magpapigil, and just the usual things na nakikita mo sa exorcism. Like she would go crazy, she was going nuts. Numura niya yung Holy Trinity, like, just really like full of hate. And then like after, so the whole exorcism lasted like 3 days. So I wasn't sure if it was non-stop, but like they just kept coming back.
3 fucking days.
Yeah, like when they kept coming back. And then like, on the 3rd day, like after the whole situation like going on again, finally daw, parang there was this breaking point where she just relaxed and then said, okay, he's gone. Nawala na yung kung ano yung nakakapit sa kanyang entity or whatever. And that the thing, like those things na nakikita niya, went out of the window and left her. So
was it true though?
Well, that's where the story ends. I don't know like what happened after. Wala nang other balita about Clarita, whether she was still in the prison after. But after that, like there were a lot of people that became more religious because of that story.
Right. I mean, if you were there at that time, alam mo yun, parang maano ko talaga eh, parang shit, okay, it's real, evil is real, and this is a time that you have to buff up on your belief and your religion.
Right, yeah. And that is what everyone started doing. It was so abrupt, parang feeling ko sobrang juicy na mga parts leading up to it, but then it just came down. It came down to like a 3-day exorcism. So I don't know why they waited like, well, they didn't really wait that long kasi like medyo 3 weeks din nila tinry to examine her and stuff. I mean, sure, like as doctors should, na parang hindi mag-jump to conclusions, diba? Pero damn, like it took like 3 days to get those things out of her, which I guess is pretty long too. Pero parang considering the amount of time that they spent like trying to find out what was happening versus the actual exorcism, it's so short.
Okay. What do you think happened? Tingin nyo ba gumaling talaga si Clarita after that? Kasi di ba parang biglang, okay, the end? Or do you think pinakawalan siya? Kasi di ba parang it's weird na in the first place, ang reason lang naman for her being there is kasi na-late lang siya ng uwi coming from a movie.
But that also like kind of reminds me, they thought she was homeless or maybe up to something bad. Could they have seen like signs or symptoms of dispossession na parang there's something wrong with her and that she's gonna commit like, I don't know, maybe a crime or just do something very, very bad. Kaya siya kinuha and then nasa prison. I mean, like, that's not enough evidence, but could they have seen those signs?
Yeah, because I think that would have, made more sense. But I mean, at the same time, kung may problema pala siya sa pag-iisip or something, yun yung palagay mo, jail ba talaga dapat? But yeah, pwedeng gano'n na hindi lang na-emphasize na reason din yun for them bring her in. Like, I have this conspiracy in my head that could be
very controversial.
Little controversial. Okay, fine. Very. Given we're in the Philippines. Yeah, so parang I was thinking na what if set up lang to or like sort of a propaganda of the church to get more people go back to the religion. Especially because si Dr. Lara yung nag-i-invite ng mga kung kailan lang pwede makita ng media, kung kailan lang hindi pwede makita ng media. So alam mo yan, parang there is a chance that they controlled everything.
I mean, like, it's a question that we'd like to pose. You know,
Mhm.
get your juices flowing. Let's think about all of these possibilities. Let's think about what could have happened, really. I mean, you know, what we just told you is what we found so far, but we never know if there was these little things that could have been happening in the background.
Right, kasi parang we all know kung what lengths that they're willing to take
Yeah,
just
and
to
not
fight
just the
for
church.
the religion or
Yeah.
just any other religion.
Yeah, also in politics and wars and stuff where the Crusades, everything that went out in World War II.
Again, conspiracy. We don't know. All right, guys, share your thoughts on the comment section below. Or better, share your very own horror story or anything na nakakakilabot. We would love to hear that. Go and message us sa Coffin Chronicles PH on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And as always, if you want more true crime, more mysteries, more paranormal events right here in the Philippines, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Coffin Chronicles PH. Until next time, bye!
Bye!